So welcome to this tutorial, and we have created a simple application using HTML and Python, and in this video we'll see how you can import Python and how you can use Python in HTML. So let's see what this application does first. So let's say we type here, hello there, how are you today, and let's translate this. And now as you can see here it says ahoy there, how be ye today. So it is translating English to pirate talk, and this is done using Python. So let's see how we can do it. So basically I have my project folder here, and if I refresh this, as you can see I have just three files here. There is index.html, our basic HTML file, and our Python code, and a JSON. So let's see what these three contain. So first of all, if we start from index.html, and as you can see this is the typical head script thing. Now we need to include this to use our Python in our HTML. So I'll have this link in the description. You need to just use this script and we will be able to use Python once we have included the script. Now this is normal head, normal paragraph, and this is normal an input field that takes normal English, that is here. So whatever we write here, this input field, this is that input field, and now we have a button here. Now the only thing different from normal HTML is instead of submit or click we have PyClick. That is, whatever we write here that is translate English, this is the function that we have in our Python code, that is main.py. So when this button is clicked, that function will be called. Now we will see what is inside this function in just a minute. And now we have another div for output, that is nothing, this div here, and it is empty at the moment. And finally we have included our Python script, that is our main.py. Now what does this PyScript.json do? In our PyScript.json we have all the external packages. So to translate English to pirate talk we are using this library, import ARR. So you need to install this. Let me show you how you can install that. Just open your command prompt and type pip install ARR. Hit enter and your ARR will be installed. Since I already have it installed, I'm getting requirement already satisfied. And one more thing, to use these things, that is, this is an input, right? So to get the data from this in our Python, we need to get something like this document.query selector and all this stuff. So to do this you need to install PyScript. To do that, just type pip install PyScript. Again, PyScript is installed with, in my system, so I'm getting requirement already satisfied. In your case it will be installed. Once both of these are installed, you can close command prompt. Now let me close this because this is just the packages that we need, additional packages. So I can close this. Now again back to here, as we can see I'm taking input from this thing, that is whatever I type is in this input, that is having this ID of English, right? And we want to display output here, and this division has output as the ID. And finally we are importing our script main.py, and the type is py, that is Python. Now in our main.py we have this function translate English. So as you can see here, when this button is clicked, that is PyClick, we are calling this function translate English. So let's see what translate English does. So it takes event, that is the button click event, and input text, what we do is we do document.query selector, and then we do hash English. That means which element has the ID English? This element, right? So we get element first, and then we get the value from that element, and that value is stored in English. And similarly we get another element using query selector and hash output. Hash output is this one here, and we just do our output div.innerText to arr.translate, and we pass English, and we just run this using, let me just close this, and to run it you need to open terminal and type python -m http.server. This will serve this, and you can now go to your browser, and let me close this. Let's open this, and this is now working. Just write hello, You'll say ahoy. So now we have included Python in HTML. Let me know if you have any questions.